February 16th, 1996. This was written in a 2010 newsletter to volunteers, but I placed it here because it was the day that the Caracals arrived. Cachinga and Cachanga Caracals. Cachinga, deceased, and Cachanga were born in Africa in December of 1994 and arrived at Big Cat Rescue on February 16, 1996. Cachanga's parents were being used in an educational program at some third world zoo, not much different than the way many are bred in the U.S., used while they are cubs and then discarded. In 1995, we believe the new bloodlines were a valuable acquisition to help strengthen pedigrees in the U.S. When we first began, we only had the guidance of those who bred and sold cats and believed what they said was true. We started breeding some cats under the misguided notion this was a way to preserve the species. A few of our cats were purchased with this in mind, although invariably we were also giving them a home far better than what they were destined for if we did not purchase them. I had not then figured out what seems so obvious to me today, that breeding for life in a cage, an animal that was meant to roam free, was inherently cruel. And most of the homes these animals would end up in were places where they would live in unsuitable conditions. When they first arrived, my late husband Don really wanted to be able to pet them, but they were already very mistrustful of people. He would lay in bed with their open carrier on his stomach and would offer them tidbits on the end of a stick. They were happy to snatch the food, but never did warm up to him enough for him to pet them. As we learned that none of these exotic cats in private hands could be returned to the wild, Cachanga was neutered to ensure no accidental births. Tonight, Cachanga is very ill and in the cat hospital. I don't know what tomorrow may hold for him, but I do know that despite being a very hissy cat, he has always been much loved by us. So apparently this was written in August of 1996, but it's dated February 16th of 1996, and here's why. Tampa Tribune sent Nanette Wojtas out to do a nice piece on us, but as of August of 96, it still has not been written. When we know someone is coming out to interview us, I scramble around trying to clean things up, but Don gets worse about insisting that everything stay exactly like it was.